The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. Gets it off to Freeman. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw again is Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Jack 16.
A loss of 4 brings up 2nd and 14 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Right here, right here. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down, 18. Gun. Watch the pass. Hey, easy. 26 months.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Wilson. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watch the gun. 4 down. Watch the out. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Hey, get in the weight room.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot. But it's going to bring up fourth down.
Desmond's response on the coverage.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
13-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Here we go.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
I don't even know why this. Hey, alert. Flash it through.
They run. Devontae Freeman fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Freeman. Up Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40. 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big run there by Freeman. 66 yards. So it was 3rd and 1. The defense, they stacked the box, and that's the problem. You break through that first level, there's no second level.
And most good running teams work against stacked defenses. They don't care if you have 6 in the box, 7 in the box, 8 in the box. It doesn't matter to them. Block people, give your running back a chance because it could pay off big as it just did there.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Chopper.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
We own it.
Hayward. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Short throw to Disley. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Good. 180. Come on. 180.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
At the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
White 80. I got it. Tight end Ringo. Tight end's on Ringo.
On second down, Freeman. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Middle. 77. Hey, exit. Hey, check. Mike 50.
This is Freeman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
You got him. You got him.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Ready? You 30?
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Get back, quarterback, D-line.
Here's Roethlisberger. He goes underneath to Freeman. And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On first down, it's Samuels. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On second and goal, Roethlisberger. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on fourth and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Brings up second and 11 at the 22-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
One left. 36 power.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Got it.
On third down, Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And we're into this. Second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
These two.
Hey, Mike 57, Mike 57. Let's go one more.
Hey, Echo.
57.
Black and turn.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
All day, every day.
On 1st down, Samuels. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Show that bench release and go.
50's the move.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. 198. 98 to Mike.
You must be dreaming.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
1st down, Seahawks.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Again, Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
He was covered by Steven Nelson.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wilson now to throw again. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Good. Trick that ball.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. It's caught. Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Go, guys. 4 down. 26, Mike. Good job right there. Good job right there.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch the screen. I'll go special. Right there. 54 Mike.
Now it's Wilson. And, Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. There he goes, left side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is now 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Now Wilson, going to throw again. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Wilson now to throw on third down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. The big fella, the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Wilson will throw again. Being chased out left. He'll run it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Good stuff. Too quick. Tempo. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, this will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Quick. 315. Watch 50. Watch the run. Check. Mike's 50.
Go, Tackle, let's go. We got this. Mike 50.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30, past the 20, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Boswell for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Pittsburgh, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.